Hello, Jackson Middle School families. This is Dan Bolin, the principal here at Jackson Middle School, and we want to welcome back all our Jaguars to another great school year. Tomorrow, August 25th, is our first day of school. We also have here the calendar for the rest of the year, so if you have not seen that yet, you can get that at swcsd.us/calendars. And you can also find our bell schedule on our Jackson Middle School website at jms.swcsd.us. If you have anything to do with this area, you have driven by and seen that we are in the middle of a construction project. The first thing we want to do is thank our community for passing the bond issue that allows us to be able to have this addition. The main addition and most of the construction is due to be finished for next school year, the 22-23 school year. But we have had a couple additions in our gym and some HVAC work done that is ready to go for this year. So you'll see that as you visit. So there's lots of fun things here. You can see this wall in our cafeteria has been expanded out to allow for additional bleacher seating in the gym. So we've got a lot of exciting things going on. But with that, as every homeowner that's ever gone through a home remodel project knows, that it comes with a lot of headaches. So arrival and dismissal is our biggest concern. And so we've got some plans in place to try to make arrival and dismissal the easiest it can be for all students around our construction project. The first thing that I will say is that anybody that can ride a bus, anybody that can carpool with other students, anybody that can walk or ride a bike and not have an additional car coming through our line, the better and easier it's going to be. We will work with everybody that comes through. That'll be great. We will do everything that we can, but the limiting of traffic the best we can will help us as we go through here. This picture is the west entrance of our school. Most of our students, almost all of our students, will go in through this west entrance at 8:45. We will open that door. This door is open from 8:45 until 9:10 every day. So this will be the door that you come in. If you come here after 9:10, then you'll have to go through our main office, which is on the Holton Road side of the school, on the north side of the school, and students will be able to walk themselves in and sign in at that point. Parents do not need to bring students into the building. Students can sign themselves in and go on without having parents having to worry about getting out of the car. The majority of our classrooms are 7th grade upstairs, 8th grade downstairs. This is a picture of our band entrance. This is an old picture, which means it was taken today. But by tomorrow, there will be gravel and a little bit of an easier walkway to get through here, is what I am promised. But the only students that will use this entrance are the students that are dropping off something like a band instrument or a football pads, things like that. So nobody empty-handed is walking into this door. Only instruments and athletes that are dropping off equipment will come in this door. Everybody else will come in the west side door. Parents, when you are dropping students off, when you're coming in the Mallow Lane entrance there are two lefts. You want to take the first left. The second left is for buses only, and there's a sign that shows that as you go in the second left. So you want to come in the first left to be able to drop your students off. When you come into that lane, you will see that there is a painted sidewalk that you can barely see here on the right-hand side. So we are asking parents to pull in through the middle of this, drop students off so that they can walk on this painted sidewalk, and the students are going to walk all the way forward and then go in the west door at the far end. So we are asking all parents to pull as far forward as possible every time you drop off a student. We're hoping that we can get 20 cars all lined up. Everybody stops at the same time. Everybody drops off at the same time. Students walk down the sidewalk and come on down. And then those 20 cars leave and the next 20 cars come in. And that'll keep the traffic flowing, especially with our goal of trying to keep that bus lane clear so buses can get in as we're going. So this will be a continuous drive. Pull as far forward as you can. If the car in front of you stops, let everybody out. You don't wait until you get to the front. You can let them out at any point on this drive and then have them walk down and go to the west end. Dismissal. We will also be doing dismissal starting at 3:50 through the south end as well. We will release our parent pickup students and walkers first, so that way we can hopefully get all cars out of the way before buses take off. And then after we release parent pickup, we'll release athletes, and then we'll release our bus riders. Again, parents will pick up on the south side off of Mallow Lane like we were just looking. Parents, we're going to ask you to pull as far forward again on this lane as we can. We're actually going to have 2 lanes of traffic, one along the left-hand side, one along the right-hand side, and again, pull as far forward as we can. Once the line gets up to here, we also want parents to be able to turn left into our parking lot. This construction takes up the first half of the parking lot, so we want parents to pull around the construction and actually park in a spot behind the construction to be able to pick your child up. Our goal is to have no cars past this line, so that way buses can be able to get through and come in and park. So pull as far forward as you can or turn left and park in a parking space. Again, carpooling will help. Picking kids up maybe in the neighborhood might help as well, or having kids walk. Those things will help us be able to do this, but we will make this work the best that we can. In the classroom, in the school, we have 2-way hallway patterns. We are walking on both sides of the hall, but we are not congregating. We are not using lockers. We still have some COVID protocols that we want to make sure that we are following. And part of that is just not gathering in small groups of people for any extended amounts of time to worry about close contacts. So we do want students walking in the class and going straight to their next period class. And that includes when they come in the morning at 8:45. We're going to get kids directly to their homeroom class. Same thing in the stairwells. We've always had one-way stairwells in our main stairwell, so just follow the signs as we go there. And in our classrooms, we have sanitizer, we have wipes and disinfectant to be able to clean. So we will have assigned seating. We will be able to know what's going on should anything happen. So this is what we will be doing as we go. Students will not have lockers again, so please make sure that you have a book bag because you're going to be carrying your things from class to class, and that is okay. Attendance, we do take attendance every day in homeroom and during every class period, and we need to have a call from each parent if a student is going to be absent. Our attendance line is 614-801-8884, and even more importantly, should your child or someone in your household come down with COVID or test COVID positive, we definitely need to know that as a school to be able to keep our entire school community safe. So please call this number and let us know that as soon as possible, so that way we can do everything we need to do to make sure that everybody is notified and aware, and we're keeping our classrooms safe here. If you need to pick up your child early, the easiest way to do that is to write your child an out-of-building pass. You can send in that note, you can sign it yourself, and then turn it into our attendance office first thing in the morning. We'll give a kid the pass that says at 12:30 or whatever time you get to leave. They just come through our main office. They look for your car. If your car's there, we let them leave. Parents do not need to come into the office. We just let them go as long as they've got that out-of-building pass turned in and signed and everything to go. If something comes up in the middle of the day where you need to pick up your child unexpectedly, please just bring an ID, because we do verify that only guardians are picking up students. So bring an ID for that, and we should be able to let them go with you. And again, like I said before, if a student comes to school late, have them come through the main office side. They can sign themselves in. Parents do not need to come in with them. On the left, we have all of our COVID symptoms that we are asking all parents to check for every day before you come to school. If you do have a student that is experiencing any of these symptoms, we do ask you to keep them home, and then we will probably be going through quarantine protocols or different things with you in a conversation. So please make sure that you are looking for those. If a student exhibits these symptoms while at school, we will be calling to have them picked up, and we will talk to you about the procedures from there. So please make sure that that's being done. We do have both a sick clinic and a well clinic for students that are just getting their regular medications or skin to their knee or different things like that. They will be kept away from the area where we are keeping anybody that might be experiencing sickness symptoms. We do encourage all our students to grab breakfast. You can grab and go breakfast in the cafeteria on your way in the building. Once you come in, you can head down to the cafeteria, grab and go, and then just take it to your homeroom. We're not eating in the cafeteria and we're not gathering in the hallways, but just take that to your homeroom and you can do that. Lunch is free again this year through a federal grant, but families are still able to add money to your account because that lunch program only pays for one lunch. If a student wants extras like cookies or chips or water, or if they want a second lunch because some of our kids get hungry, those all have to be paid for, and those can all be done through your account. So you can add money to your account on the Infinite Campus portal. We also want everybody to fill out a free lunch application because although this is a free lunch program right now, that can go away at any time. And then there are a lot of other federal programming things that happen because of lunch applications. So we do encourage all families to fill that out, whether you think you qualify or not, just to make sure that we are getting all of the federal assistance that we can do. Students will have assigned seats at their lunch table. You can choose where you sit. You can sit with your friends. That is no problem. But once you've decided where you're going to sit, we are going to write that down and dismiss and write that down as your assigned seat. And then when you come to school tomorrow, we're going to show you how we dismiss through our 2 entrance doors and exit doors and how you get through your lunch lines by table. And we'll go from there tomorrow. This is where you'll come in the right-hand side door. You'll grab your food. You'll come out the left-hand side door, and you'll be able to get your food and move on. We do want to remember that everybody at Jackson Middle School, we want to make sure that you know that this is a mask-friendly school. So we know that there's a lot of different ideas and opinions about masks and things like that. At grades 7 through 12, masks are strongly recommended, but they are not required. So we want to make sure that everybody that is choosing to wear a mask feels comfortable doing so, and everybody that is choosing not to wear a mask also feels comfortable doing so, and that everybody is respected. We want to make sure that we are still maintaining appropriate social distance. We do still want to make sure that we are creating the best learning environment as possible for all of our students. We want this to be a safe year, but we want to make this the best year we can make it. And last, here at Jackson Middle School, if you've been here at any point before, you know that we roar here at Jackson. We are respectful, we are optimistic, we are accountable, and we are resilient. And we've shown that over the last many years, but especially over the last couple of years dealing with COVID. So we want to make sure that we are doing everything we can to treat each other with respect, to make sure that this is a safe place for all students to come and learn, regardless of what's going on in their lives. And we want to make this a great place for everybody. So welcome back, Jaguars. We're looking forward to seeing you tomorrow at our first day of school, and have a great year.